Hello, my little weirdos. Monday, and Glenn Kirshner, I just heard he said that the courts have told Elon to stop what he's doing, and he didn't even give him a time limit. He said immediately. Immediately. So I wanted to give you all a very quick assurance, comfort to start the week that I told you before. Um, Attorneys and such, and the Democrat leadership, they were drawing up and had drawn up different lawsuits. Um, and I told you they were filed. So he has now been. But you see, Democrats don't want to go the way they are and just skipping procedure. And because we have no right to say you're breaking the laws, and that's why we had to break the laws to stop you, that doesn't hold so good. So I know it takes more time and damage is done in the meantime, but we need to hold those rules of law. So there's no question that it's not just or Democrat leaders that are um, finagling those results from the courts. We've done it the proper way, and so far every court has been like, can't do it. Nope. Or something they would understand, yet, because that's German for no. Believe N-Y-E-T, yet. Little bit of snarkiness there for a Monday morning. But just wanted to assure you that things are being addressed as they come up. Part of what they're doing, Republicans, is they're overwhelming a lot in a short space of time, so the Democrat leadership doesn't know which way to look, what to go after first, because they're all important things. That's part of what their plan is. That's part of it. And the more y'all panic and freak, sharing shit and saying, "Oh hell no," is one thing, but like, "Oh my god," that they want that. They want, because when you're panicked, you can't think clearly, and you don't see as much when you're in a panicked mode. And when you're overwhelmed with information, you just kind of shut down and disengage a little because you're overwhelmed. That's exactly what they want. They want us immobilized and just trying to process it without doing anything during that processing. That's why I say don't freak out, but keep engaged. You can draw back for a day, half a day, whatever, a few hours, whatever it is for you, a weekend. But don't stay disengaged too long. Get back in there, and don't just consume the information. Share it in your real life. Talk about it, and when it comes up, don't just let others do that talking. Um, Join in, and add the facts that you've learned from different places, so other people don't get overwhelmed and over panicked, because that is what they doing. That's why they doing it the way they're doing it. We're so busy listening to the tangerine's big mouth, you're not paying full attention to what Elon's doing. So I say we send Elon back to South Africa, where he came from, because his very first visa, student visa, he barely went to classes, went to a few, and then started a business. Which a student visa, it explicitly says you are not allowed to start any type of business in the country that you have the student visa for, which he did. So I'm sure that wasn't mentioned or looked at when he went for naturalization, because violating a visa should absolutely be a contention for never becoming a citizen. If you're trying to get in doing things in a country that you want to be a citizen in, and you're finagling shit and doing things illegal from the start, no, no, we don't need you. I believe we should work on that once we get all this in hand. We need to impeach him, and if Vance wants to, takes the place and wants to act up too, we can impeach his ass too. Um, but y'all need to know that that's is what they're doing. So, like I told you earlier, the courts have said, yeah, buddy, you understand that. And there's others in the process too. These were his 2 weeks of glory. These 2 weeks of, oh, I'm so wonderful. I will go down in history as the most executive orders on the first month type of thing. Except that probably all of them will be struck down. Oh, and by the way, I heard last night, I tapped out early last night. And by that, I mean way before midnight, way before like 11. Normally I'm up till 2 or so. But I did hear that, sorry, I heard landscaping, they take care of the snow too, down the way. And then once they passed, I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, just know that you can't rename bodies of water that aren't strictly your country's water. So we still have the Gulf of Mexico. Never fear. But yes, the Democrats and attorneys have all been putting in these lawsuits. Like I said, I guarantee just about pretty much all of them that he's done will be reversed, rescinded, however you want to say it. Oh, and I heard that he left the Super Bowl early yesterday, and he was just wandering around the field, and people flipped him off. You guys, I just, at this point, those of you still supporting and cheering on the rapist felon president, I can only surmise that you too are seriously racist, seriously bigoted, and Christian in name only. Because with all the stuff now, he's even hurting other countries, starving people, allowing Elon to let that happen. There is no excuse for your continuing to support one person in the entire world, one person. When you only believe one person in the entire world, what do you call that? The only person you explicitly trust is a 34-time felon that we know of, a sexual assaulter, and a rapist. And racist and bigoted. In fact, and a misogynist. He basically just likes white males that are straight. What do you call that? If that's the only person in the entire planet that you trust and believe. What do you call that? Because the rest of the world calls it a cult. Peace out.